Christine Brown's book reveals making love in the presence of kids. Sister Wives fans have been waiting for Christine Brown's new book, Sister Wife, A Memoir of Faith, Family, and Finding Freedom. Published by Simon & Schuster, some folks got their hands on early copies and it's brought some unsavory revelations. According to one extract, Kody Brown made love to his wives while the kids were in the room. Making love with kids present. Katie Joy from Without a Crystal Ball screenshot a page from Christine's book, where it talked about the move to Wyoming in 1998. The home wasn't big and according to Kody Brown's former third wife, the kids ended up sleeping in the same room as their respective moms. Kody rotated from room to room. We would wait until the kids were asleep and then try to keep quiet. The house was small. Janelle and I each had a bedroom off the living room by the only bathroom. That meant I shared a wall with Janelle, which was ridiculously awkward because we also shared a husband. Never mind sharing a husband, it was the part about trying to keep quiet while lovemaking with the kids in the same room that got to TLC fans. The discussion that followed. Katie Joy isn't the sort of person who keeps quiet about folks who she believes live in cults. So, in her outspoken way, she questioned what had happened. In her opinion, the extract meant that basically, she and Kody had sex in the same room as her kids. Having read the full book, she was in a better place to explain her take on it. Katie said about Christine Brown's memoir, there were 10 people crammed into 3 bedrooms with bunk beds stacked next to Christine's bed. She writes that she and Kody would wait until the kids were asleep and try to be quiet, and she overheard Kody and Janelle doing the same. Given the year that this happened, the influencer felt angry because the kids were not babies. She felt irritated because Christine seemed to defend the situation, and Katie noted, they were children ranging from infants to around 5 years old. Citing statute laws. Digging into Wyoming statute law, Katie noted that it is illegal to engage in sexual activity in the presence of a child even if the child is asleep. She added, cramped living and space issues are not an excuse under the law. The only requirement is that a child could have been exposed. Parents have faced felony charges, prison time and sex offender registration for the exact same conduct. Fans react in the comments. Naturally, Sister Wives fans took to the comments to have their say on the situation. One of them opined, I'm shocked at why she would disclose that in her book. The kids will be even more traumatized by the thought. Here are a few more reactions. Apparently she was taught that there was nothing wrong with that behavior. I am surprised she shared that. How can anybody be in the mood while there are children present is beyond me. Gross. I wouldn't want to be around kids doing that. This is actually nasty. How the hell can you get in the mood with a child nearby? What are your thoughts about what Christine Brown wrote in her book? Are you surprised that she included the nitty-gritty details about making love in the presence of the kids? Sound off in the comments below. Meri Brown teases healing with her former sister wives in upcoming season 20, always open. Meri Brown is open to healing her relationships with former sister wives Christine, Janelle, and Robyn Brown. Meri, 54, opened up about what her dynamic is like with her fellow sister wives co-stars during a Saturday, September 13th, appearance on the I Do, Part 2 podcast with Amy Robach and TJ Holmes. Robach, 52, asked Meri if she is close with Christine, 53, Janelle, 56, and Robyn, 46, to which Meri said no, but she could be one day. I am always open to healing relationships. I am always open to having the hard conversations because conversations are going to have to be hard, especially in our family, she explained. Meri added, if we want to move forward and heal anything and have any sort of relationship, they're going to have to be hard conversations. Because I have my boundaries now that I didn't used to have. And I think that's one of the things that some of the people in my family are recognizing about me, that I have boundaries, and I'm not going to lay over and be walked all over anymore. I've always had a very strong voice, but I know how to use it now. Season 20 of the TLC series will premiere on September 28, 2025. All 4 women were previously married to Kody Brown, and the family's experience has been documented on the show since September 2010. Mary and Kody, who share their son Leon, legally married in 1990. Kody, 56, later spiritually married his second wife, Janelle, in 1992 and his third, Christine, in 1994. He and Mary divorced in September 2014 so Kody could legally marry Robyn and adopt her children from a previous marriage. Kody has since ended his relationships with Mary, Janelle, and Christine. Since Kody's multiple splits, his relationship with Robyn, whom he is still married to, has inspired discord between the rest of the women on the show. Kody said on a May 25 episode of Sister Wives, "There's a divine aspect about my relationship with Robyn. I love this woman and I want peace in this relationship, but I'm to the point where I'm walking around flipping two birds cause I am so sick and tired of being guilt for loving Robyn." Mary also told Robyn and Holmes that people ask her if she has regrets all the time. "I don't regret any of it because I am who I am today because of those experiences," Mary explained. "I might be, very well likely would be, a different person and I might have liked that person had I not gone through those experiences. But I will never know what that person would be without those experiences." Mary added that she really, really likes who she is now. "I don't regret those experiences because it made me who I am," she continued. "So I think if we can look at our lives like it's just an experience. I was talking to somebody recently, and she was like, yeah, but I don't know which decision to make on the situation. And it's like, well, just make one, it doesn't matter. As for if she makes the wrong decision," Mary added, "then you make a different decision after that. You're not going to know it's the wrong one until you do it, and you get into it. And maybe neither of them are wrong, they're just going to take you on different paths." Sister Wives Kody Brown's finances spark questions after new memoir. When Sister Wives first hit TLC screens, the Browns were hardly the picture of financial stability. Groceries were a challenge, government assistance wasn't unusual, and the family's shared money often created more problems than solutions. Fast forward to today, and Kody Brown Woolley, once one of Kody Brown's plural wives, is living a very different reality, one that includes financial freedom, a best-selling book, and a loyal fanbase. Breaking away and starting fresh. Kody's turning point came in 2021, when she chose to walk away from the plural marriage. She had one major asset to her name, the Flagstaff home she purchased. Selling that house allowed her to reset her life in Utah, where she began building a foundation independent of Kody's control. Her ventures quickly expanded beyond reality TV. Kody has dabbled in MLM work, launched 2 Airbnb properties with her husband David Woolley, and, most notably, shared her truth in a raw and unfiltered memoir. That tell-all not only peeled back the curtain on her experiences in polygamy but also resonated deeply with fans who had watched her journey for more than a decade. Bestseller status and big paychecks. The impact of Kody's book was immediate. Retailers struggled to keep it on shelves, and within weeks she landed on the New York Times hardcover nonfiction list, debuting at number 1. For any author, that's monumental. For a reality star stepping out on her own, it's life-changing. But here's the bigger picture, Kody's financial success isn't just about the book. She earns around $40,000 per episode of Sister Wives, and with 29 episodes in season 19, that brought in more than $1.1 million alone. Add in her cameo recordings, over 1,000 personalized videos for fans, endorsements, MLM income, and her growing social media influence, and it's clear, Kody Brown Woolley is officially a millionaire. Fans react to her story. If there was ever any doubt about how Kody's story would be received, her fans put that to rest. "This book is amazing, Kody. Unbelievable. Only have 3 hours left and I'm sad my work shift is almost over and will have to go back to real life, until tomorrow. Incredible book, Kody. I hope you consider writing again. You're truly inspiring. I have laughed and cried." While Mary Brown once teased the idea of publishing her own tell-all, she has since backed away from that plan. Kody, on the other hand, has seized her moment and delivered exactly what viewers wanted, her unfiltered truth. What's next for Christine? The success of her memoir could easily carry Christine into a new career as a writer. Yet, given her rising income streams and her love for connecting with fans, she isn't walking away from television just yet. With season 20 of Sister Wives on the horizon, Christine stands at a unique crossroads. She's no longer tied down by the struggles of her past but has built the kind of financial independence most reality stars only dream of. From food stamps to bestseller lists, Kody Brown Woolley's story is more than just a reality TV subplot, it's proof of resilience, reinvention, and the power of finally telling your own story. Kody Brown's new book exposes Kody's harsh rules on sister wives. Kody Brown is finally telling her story in her own words, and she's not holding back. The Sister Wives star, who has long been a fan favorite for her candid personality, is preparing to release a memoir on September 16. While the Brown family has co-authored a book in the past, this is Kody's first solo account of life inside the plural marriage that made her a household name. But weeks before its official release, the memoir was leaked, and fans are already buzzing about some of the revelations inside. One detail that has grabbed the most attention? Kody's description of how Kody Brown used punishment to control his wives whenever they stepped out of line. Life in a plural marriage, on her terms. For years, viewers only saw Kody's perspective through the lens of a reality TV show that followed the Brown family. Now, she's taking control of the narrative and sharing her truth without cameras or editing. Readers were eager for the book's release, but thanks to the leak, they've gotten an early glimpse at the raw honesty Kody brings to her story. And raw it is. Kody describes the ways Kody would respond whenever one of his wives didn't do things his way, punishments that weren't physical, but emotional. How Kody withheld affection as punishment. If I complained about our marriage on the show, Kody spent less time with me and my kids. If we didn't do things his way, he would punish us by withholding his attention. Vegas was all about that. If I raised a concern, he would say, well, we can choose to fight or we can choose not to, and I'll stay. Husbands don't go to the doghouse in polygamy, they go to the next wife in the chain. Kody admits that eventually she stopped voicing her frustrations altogether, knowing the cost would be losing time not just with her husband, but also for her children. To her, it became clear that Kody never truly faced consequences in the marriage. While most husbands in monogamous marriages might find themselves in the doghouse after conflict, Kody says Kody's version of accountability was simply moving on to the next wife. A different kind of marriage. Kody's account adds another layer to the ongoing conversation around sister wives and the Brown family dynamic. For longtime viewers, the revelations might not come as a complete shock. Still, hearing Kody speak so plainly about the emotional toll of plural marriage, and Kody's way of handling conflict, paints a far more personal picture than what fans have seen on television. Her memoir promises to unpack more than just her struggles. It's about reclaiming her story after years of sharing it on someone else's terms. And if the early leak is any indication, Kody isn't afraid to expose uncomfortable truths about the man at the center of it all. Sister Wives Robyn Brown explains why she'd consider plural marriage again. Despite her family's upheaval, Robyn Brown, a star of TLC's Sister Wives, is still open to the concept of plural marriage. Robyn and Kody found themselves in a committed relationship after Kody Brown's 3 prior wives, Christine, Janelle, and Mary, left. While Kody has renounced polygamy, Robyn believes in the ideas of plural marriage and is open to consider it again under certain situations. Sister Wives spoilers, Robyn Brown's stance on polygamy. Robyn acknowledges the challenges her family faced as the plural marriage dynamic fell apart. Despite the emotional toll, she maintains that, under the right circumstances, she could see herself embracing plural marriage again. If I had a guarantee that it would be something beneficial and we would have a positive experience, I would be interested in living plural marriage again, Robyn admitted in a recent episode. However, she emphasized that such a decision would require assurances of success to avoid repeating the trauma her family endured. Robyn also expressed her belief that plural marriage is deeply tied to her faith, stating she would only consider it if it aligned with her religious practices within the Apostolic United Brethren Church. Sister Wives spoilers, Kody Brown's departure from polygamy. While Robyn remains open to plural marriage, Kody has firmly closed that chapter of his life. "I would never do polygamy again," he stated. "It kills intimacy and makes everyone defensive. I want an emotionally vulnerable and intimate relationship with a woman, and you're not going to get that in polygamy." This shift has forced Robyn to confront her feelings about monogamy. "I never pictured myself as a monogamist," she revealed. "I feel like this piece of me got ripped away and now I'm not sure what to do with what's left." Sister Wives spoilers, the fallout of the Brown family. The implosion of the Brown family began in 2021 when Christine announced her split from Kody. Janelle followed suit in 2022, and Mary confirmed her separation in early 2023. Robyn admitted that the breakdown of these relationships has been devastating for everyone involved, particularly the children. "This experience of the family falling apart has been so traumatic," Robyn said. Despite the pain, she remains committed to her marriage with Kody, even as they navigate their new reality as a monogamous couple. Sister Wives spoilers, a future without plural marriage? While Robyn considers sharing Kody with other wives again, Kody's stance remains unwavering. He has openly criticized the lack of intimacy and emotional connection he felt in his multiple marriages, alleging that they were distinguished by conflict rather than closeness. "You don't know you're in a bad relationship," Kody reflected in a past episode, "until you're in a normal relationship that has deep emotional intimacy instead of the butting heads." For now, Robyn and Kody appear to be at a crossroads. While Robyn clings to her belief in plural marriage, Kody seems content to leave that lifestyle behind. It remains to be seen if Robyn will totally embrace monogamy or continue to hope for the expansion of their family. Sister Wives star Kody Brown cut off relationship with Mary after altercation involving her kids. It's clear that Sister Wives stars Kody Brown and Mary Brown haven't been on good terms even after they both left ex-husband Kody Brown, and now, we finally know why. In her new book, Sister Wife, which was released this week, Kody opens up about what went wrong in her friendship with Mary, and apparently, it all started with a situation that involved her kids. In the book, Kody wrote that early on, as Kody's first wife, Mary was the top wife in our polygamy pyramid. That meant that she and her sister wives, at first, Janelle and later Robyn, would follow Mary's rules, even if they felt punitive and unfair. Kody realized that had to stop when Mary took some of their kids to the store and ended up lashing out at Mykelti, Kody's second oldest daughter. "My daughter, Mykelti, who was about 8, went up to the cash register, and she was maybe 10 cents short. It was little kid stuff, she was probably buying candy. The cashier, who knew us, spotted her the dime," Kody wrote. "No big deal." But Mary's Leon, who was also just a little kid, maybe 9, told Mary about it. Mary lost her mind. She was mad that Mykelti had embarrassed her in front of the cashier, and that she had embarrassed Leon, Kody continued. She yelled at Mykelti, who couldn't understand what she had done wrong. "I couldn't either." That was when she decided to end her friendship with Mary for once and for all, and went all mama bear on her. Kody wrote, "Don't talk to my kids," I yelled. "I don't want you near them. I don't want you to come downstairs anymore. Our relationship is done." Kody and Mary haven't been close since, especially in recent years, and it doesn't sound like that's going to change. In a clip she released on her Patreon in January 2023, Mykelti spoke out about her relationship with Mary herself, saying that while she doesn't think Mary was ever physically abusive to her and her siblings, she was very emotionally and verbally abusive to all of the children, especially when they were younger. "I honestly think I got the brunt of it," she said, via In Touch. "My siblings have told me multiple times that they think that I did receive the worst that she gave. However, I think that we were all affected by her. Like her mom, it sounds like Mykelti has chosen to cut Mary out of her life." She stated that Mary would never be part of my life nor my husband's or my kids' lives because of the trauma I experienced as a child growing up. Sister Wives recap. Christine insinuates Kody and Robyn had a sexual experience before marriage. Christine Brown revealed on Sister Wives that she thinks Kody Brown and fourth wife Robyn Brown might have been intimate before they tied the knot. During the Sunday, June 15 episode of the Sister Wives one-on-one special, Christine, 53, learned that Kody, 56, had a sexual experience in college that he never told her about. Kody, however, did tell Robyn, 46, about the moment during the first month they knew each other. That revelation led Christine to wonder what else Kody had kept from her during their 20-plus-year marriage, including details about his and Robyn's sex life. "I guess we weren't that close because he told Robyn a month into their relationship," Christine said, admitting, "Makes me wonder how close they actually were before they got married." Christine, who split from Kody in November 2021, continued to ponder what might have transpired between Kody and Robyn, whom he legally wed in 2014, 4 years after she joined their plural family, throughout part 4 of the tell-all. "If he's going to hide the college experience, we've all seen their engagement photos, and I'm just automatically think, I wonder how close they got before they were married?" Christine confessed. Tell-all host Sukanya Krishnan pushed for clarity, asking, "What are you getting at? Do you think they had sex prior?" Christine didn't say yes,